Single in my 30s and want kids, how to deal with the pressure. I feel similar, the weight of people's expectations are crushing me. I'm 28 and it's the same for me, but the other way around. Hang in there, I know you will find someone. Have you thought about artificial insemination? You don't need a partner to be a parent. Adoption is also an option. Date around a lot, I swear to you. It's a numbers game. Apply filters relating to compatibility so you know when to cut your losses. And set clear and early boundaries around respect and autonomy. And have fun. You can't be in the right space for a healthy relationship if you are just focusing on the goal. Enjoy the ride. The older you get, the less time you need to be with someone before you both decide it's serious and you want to take the next step. My friend was in a similar situation. She went on tons of dates and with guys who were also looking to marry and have kids. I think she used eHarmony and other paid dating sites. They had kids within a year because they were both ready. I don't want children. But I'm amazed at women who do but wait for a partner. You can have a child on your own. Don't wait for someone else to achieve what you want. Or freeze your eggs if you don't want to be a single mom. I met my wife when I was 36, she was 32. When we got married she was 34 and she had our first child at 35. Our second came 2 years later when she was 37. We meet through online dating. eHarmony. Online dating isn't perfect, but it's easier to narrow down your search to what you are looking for and not waste time on what you're not. We both turned to online dating after years of dating the traditional way and not finding each other essentially. So, at 31 years old, you have time. If you're not finding the right guy the same old way you've been doing it, change things up. Men with beards. How do you deal with it? I keep mine trimmed fairly short. And usually just wear a mustache and goatee. But the biggest problem is in cold, dry weather. As the skin will get red and flake off if I don't take care of it. I have a brush that lets me dislodge the dry skin. I wash with a face cleanser when I shower. And I apply a beard oil after I dry off. I didn't take care of mine the way I probably should have. I just let it grow until I looked like a scrawny mountain man and washed it with shampoo. What can I say? It was a dark time in my life. Honestly, it felt like more work to have a beard than just the occasional shave once or twice a month. TBH. I have really sensitive skin. I had a job where I wasn't allowed to have facial hair and shaving daily was destroying my skin. I don't even notice the beard anymore until it gets too long and then it takes about 10 minutes to trim. I don't do anything special to it. I don't have a specific shampoo or conditioner. I brush it in the morning and that's about it. Deal with what? Hair on my face? How do I groom it? How do I deal with all the attention? I've had a beard off and on most of my adult life. I keep it super short and groomed. Most women I've been with love it. I once had a GF threaten to break up me if I shaved cause she liked sitting on it. She was joking, of course. How do you deal without one is the real question. They're warm and soft. Ladies love a well-groomed beard and you just look like God intended. I put a little jojoba oil through mine each morning after a shower. Brush with a wood comb and then trim errant hairs with scissors. Done in 30 seconds. Easier than shaving by a mile. Barber does the rest every few months. Happy National Beard Day too. Whenever that is. What is your favorite underrated movie? Walk Hard, the Dewey Cox story. I swear it feels like I'm the only one that's ever seen it because nobody I know has heard of it. Tie between It's Such a Beautiful Day and After Sun. Honorable mentions too. The Tale of the Princess Kaguya. When Marnie Was There. The Northman, got a lot of attention but not a lot of praise. Waking Life. Black Sheep. Poultrygeist. Zombievers. I love cheesy horror flicks. But A Christmas Horror Story isn't cheesy and good and is probably my favorite behind the ABCs of Death. Waterloo Bridge. It's regarded very well amongst critics. But no one's heard of it or seen it. Vivien Leigh's, of Gone with the Wind fame, second starring role. For which she could easily won a second consecutive Best Actress award for. There's a Basque movie on Netflix called Elementary. It's a folklore-type movie essentially about a blacksmith and a devil. Picked a random movie for watch night and this was it. It's a really damn good movie for one I'd never heard of. Barb and Star Go to Vista Del Mar is an absolute ride of a comedy that nobody saw because it was released VOD during the pandemic. It's one of the most absurd and funny movies that I've seen in a long time. Plan B was a film that was quietly released to Hulu. It tells the story of two teenage girls living in South Dakota trying to get Plan B. If you like Booksmart, then you'll like this one. Not one, but a few. Throne of Blood, 1957. A History of Violence, 2005. Locke, 2013. Drive, 2011. 5 to 7, 2014. Mississippi Masala, 1991. Boy, 2010. At Middleton, 2013. Stardust, 2007. Adults have read it. What advice can you give to a teen going through a rough time? Love yourself. Respect yourself. Be patient with yourself. Forgive yourself. So many good people try to do these things for other people without doing them for themselves. In my experience, it wears you down. Hollows you out. Until there's nothing left to give. And the people around you get mad because you're not being as nice. Or as giving. As you were before. But life is not a zero-sum game. Where if someone does well, another must fail. It is not selfish to make your life sustainable. Build a solid foundation for yourself. And you can make the world a better place for as many or as few as you choose. No one expects you to have it all figured out yet. None of us have it all figured out yet. No one ever has it all figured out. Life is a process of figuring it out that never really ends. And that's a good thing. It means that life is a constant process of growth that extends long past where you're at right now. Growth means growing pains. As you get older, growing pains stop being physical and become mental. But they're still there. They aren't a bad thing. They're just a shitty part of an overall beneficial process. If you're spiraling and feel the urge to disappear from everything or cut everyone out of your life, the best thing you can do is not to block or unfriend everyone, but to just take a break from whatever you use to chat with them. Social media or other. Trust me, you'll be glad when you start to calm down and the people you care about are still there. If even just visually. I've cut many people that I cared about and that cared about me because I was spiraling out of control. These are people I still think about and miss. The same people who were a crucial part of my support structure. Hang in there. People care about you even if you don't feel it at the moment.